Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is the 20th of December and day 20 of Vlogmas. And I have just pulled up in the work car park. Sorry, had to just cut and restart then as someone pulled up beside me. I've just pulled up in the work car park at about 8:10 in the morning for my very last day of work of 2023 and my last day before I break up for Christmas. Break up makes me sound like I'm finishing school, doesn't it? But I'm very excited that today is my last day. I really need a break. Hoping to get out for a nice walk at lunchtime and film my final seasonal walk of the year. And I'm also hoping to edit my November one as well. I mentioned this, I think, back on, I don't know when I mentioned it, but I've been filming the woodlands and the meadows here in the grounds at work at the end of every month throughout the whole year and putting it on my Instagram that I have just for sharing like walking and nature and stuff, which is Alison Wondersland. So I'm going to get the November one finished and uploaded. Oh, good morning, Mr. Magpie. How's your lady wife? He was very busy. He had something in his beak. I don't know what I was saying. Editing, walking, at work, Wednesday. I need a cup of tea. I'm on my lunchtime walk and I'm filming my last little seasonal update for my Instagram, and I'm going to make sure the November one is up. So I'm going to make sure that I edit that today so that by the time you watch this vlog you can go to my Instagram, which I'll put on the screen, and watch the entire January to December 2023 transition. Some dog walkers over there, but hopefully they don't wonder too much what I'm up to. It's glorious, look at this. It is the perfect winter day. It is beautiful. I'm wearing, by the way, this is the Litmus Cow, which is a pattern by Jude Harper at Stranded Dye Works. It's a free pattern, knitted, and I made it using minis from Henny Penny Makes, which were beautiful, and I just interspersed it with a grey. I just put it on at work and had a compliment straight away, so I could do that. Oh, I made it thing. Yes, my last day working, my last day on site for this year, and it could not be more perfect weather for it. I just so happy right now, and the thought of getting home and just having a lovely relaxing evening in bed and then being with my family. Oh, it's a bit boggy here. Ooh, boggy bit navigated. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Looking forward to Christmas. Just had to turn the camera off because I bumped into the most lovely man walking his dog. It's a really old guy. And he said, it's amazing, this place. He said it's easy enough to mend a broken arm, but it takes a whole lot more to mend a mind, and it's incredible what everyone does here. He was just so lovely, so accepting, so understanding. There are more of those type of people than the bad kind. Just don't notice them as much, do you? It's gone 5 o'clock. I finish work at 4:30, but not today. It has been a very full-on day, getting lots of stuff done, making sure all the social media will keep itself ticking over over Christmas and into the new year, because I'm not back until the 5th of January, which is a lovely feeling. And I'm now in my car. It's very dark, it's very cold. I'm going to get my slightly rubbish festive audiobook on. I finished Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, and now I'm listening to another one of a similar ilk. Is that a word? Ilk, of a similar ilk. And yeah, it's not as good, but it'll keep me amused on my way home, and hopefully the traffic will be kind. And I'll see you when we get there. I am home and I find myself in a completely empty house. Excuse the hair. It's gone up immediately. Comfy at home clothes are on immediately, and I am going to treat myself. Sorry, the light in here is really bad, isn't it? I'm going to treat myself to I haven't shut the front door properly. Oh, the front door's shut, just not the inner door. I'm going to treat myself, I'll get there in a minute, because I think I need it, to a sit down and crochet by the tree. I cannot wait. Oh, comfy clothes. And the start of my Christmas break. It's a bit far away, isn't it? Let's move this in. So now that I'm going to grab my green lumpkin yarn advent project, and now that my Christmas holidays have begun, I am going to spend a lot of time in this exact spot next to the tree and underneath my serious light, which I'll just not point directly at my face whilst I'm talking to you, which is a great opportunity, let me just pop this down, to say that this video is sponsored by Serious Readers, and in particular their Serious Lights range. This is mine, which I have festively decorated for Christmas. That is optional. I have the Serious Light HD lightweight base version, but there are other versions in the range as well, including other colours. You can have white and gold. You can also get a heavyweight base as well. They're all made here in the UK, and they all benefit from a 5-year warranty, and they use daylight wavelength technology, which replicates as close as technically possible the daylight spectrum, which means I can sit under here for whole evenings at a time, crocheting on my advents, sipping on my advent tea, everything going on around me, and my own little perfect light bubble no matter what time of day it is. And let's face it, it's pretty dark all day long at the moment, but the time when I tend to crochet is in the early evening and into the quite late evening as well, and knit. Sorry, I shouldn't just say crochet. I crochet and knit and cross stitch and draw and read. I do all of it under my light, and I intend to do a lot of it over the next couple of weeks, and I will be able to do that in complete eye comfort and be able to work on things with my dark coloured yarn, light coloured yarn, yarn that doesn't contrast well against each other, and still be able to see really, really well. I know I've demonstrated it before, but I'm going to show you again because it really is the best light I've ever had, and I'm so happy that I have it. Not just because I can put tinsel on it at Christmas, but it has really transformed the amount of time I can spend doing the things that I love. So you can adjust the brightness, so it can really get quite bright, but I very rarely feel the need to do that unless I'm trying to pick out, like maybe unravel something. I tend to have it on the lowest light, and I find that's more than plenty. You can also adjust the beam by just twisting it, and it makes it a much wider beam, but again I keep it on the narrowest because it doesn't disturb anyone around me. I'm just in my own little personal light bubble, and it's so easy to adjust as well, so you can really angle it. It can come right down if you want it to, or it can be quite far up. It's so adaptable to how you want to work with it depending on what you're using it for. I was just disturbed then by noise. I think Dan and Phoebe are discussing food in the kitchen. What was I saying? Yeah, basically I'm going to spend a lot of time under my Serious Light. I love it. It's absolutely transformed how much time I can spend working on things, and not only that, but you have the opportunity to do the same if you want, because I've got an amazing offer for you. If you use my code, which is SR486, I'll put it on the screen, it'll also be in a link underneath and in a pinned comment, you can get £100 off and free delivery, and that is an international offer as well, for your own serious light, and I cannot recommend them highly enough. And I'm really pleased that they got in touch to work with me and to sponsor some of my videos, because yeah, it has transformed how I can work on things. And right now I'm going to turn the camera off, turn my light back on, and get stuck into my green lambkin wrap. Thank you, Serious Lights. Dan is cooking dinner. What are you cooking, Dan?
Salmon and noodles.
Well, that's not quite as simple as that, is it? It's your...
Well, it's salmon in a toasted sesame, soy and honey marinade with noodles and broccoli.
Num num num. I'm really
I like to
hungry.
put chilli flakes on mine as well.
Oh, it's really bright in here. Don't normally have the overhead light on. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to dinner. And Phoebe's got a friend over for a sleepover. They're already driving us slightly bananas. And Lilia's out for her boyfriend's 18th birthday. I have plans after dinner to just go to bed and stay there. I'm going to edit what I need to edit, upload what I need to upload, and then watch Vlogmases and crochet, except for the fact I'm going to have to get out of bed at about 10 to 10 to go and pick Lilia up. But other than that, I'm staying in bed. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, it's giving me a headache having my hair up. I'm just in bed. Lilia came home earlier than expected. Straighten that up a bit. So we got the text saying, oh, can you come and get me a bit earlier, which meant Dan went and got her. Just getting me my cellar water. So she's home now, and it's just coming up for 9:20. So this is me now. I'm in bed. I've got my vlog up, and that's all done. I've moved all the footage over. This is very boring. I'm not going to tell you the ins and outs of what I've done to put together the videos. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We had a fire drill at work today, which, no, it wasn't a fire drill. It was actually the alarm got set off and we all had to go out and assemble. There wasn't a fire. It was set off accidentally, but we had to sort of evacuate the building, which was fun. And then we had an old colleague come in, so we had a lovely catch up and chat with her. And there was like tins of Quality Street and celebrations everywhere. So there was lots of tea and lots of grazing for chocolate, and yeah, it was just good. But I had a lot to get done, so I did finish late, get home late, and I'm just so happy that this is now my Christmas holidays and that I am in bed. I've been thinking about this all day. So my plan now is to finish taking my makeup off, which I'm sure is just joyful for you to watch, and open my advents. And I've got my laptop here, and I am going to watch Vlogmases. Whichever ones take my fancy, I'm going to be watching. And I've also got here both of my advent projects, so I can work on whichever one I fancy. I might continue with my green lumpkin one that I was working on earlier. Or maybe I won't, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, I realised I hadn't been filming the paper advent calendar, but we have been opening it, so I thought I would just open day 20 with you now. I found it earlier. Oh, there it is, down the bottom. Very tiny. You see it? Very tiny. I can't see what that is, and I've got 20/20 vision. Hang on, I'm going to use the trick that someone gave us on in the comments the other day of using my phone to zoom in. I still don't know what that is. Hang on. Let me take a photo and zoom in. I think it's bunnies. I think it's bunnies with some lettuce snuggling up, keeping warm. Very, very tiny. Oh, it's so cute, the paper advent calendar. Yeah, so we have been opening that. Oh, I'm going to stop wittering on, and I will see you tomorrow for day 21 and my first day of the Christmas break. Perfect. Good night, everybody.